And welcome back everyone to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host as always, LitecoinLeader, fresh off my haircut, fresh off running some errands on typical Wednesday. But I wanted to just do a little ride along, have a little chat with you guys, and of course it's a monologue, but that's just how it goes. But as far as a dialogue, we do have, it's Wednesday, so it's AMA day. So AMAs this week is with CryptoConfidential. So CryptoConfidential members at 7:30 Eastern, you do have to register on the forum just so you know how to get in there. But you get the Zoom link and all the information if you go to the forums, log into CryptoConfidential, and you have all the details there to chat with us for about an hour. And if you can make it, please leave a question in the forums or drop us a message, however you want. But we want to create this as much of a interactive dialogue as possible. And wow, I look crooked on this. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out in the video. So what's going on in crypto before we start doing some more housekeeping stuff? It's the middle of February already. A lot of people were talking. I talked yesterday about the Super Bowl and the commercials, which I think was completely overhyped and completely misrepresented as far as, you know, like how big of a deal. Again, it was centralized exchanges. It was centralized. If you didn't see the video, I'll post it up here. It was a rebuttal to Jack at Nobody Special Finance. Like his channel a lot. It's worth watching. He's part of the Economic Ninja group, and I'll give a shout out to Travis and Chris Taylor from Financial Fitness. And let's see, I don't know who, let's see, Jack, oh, Heresy Financial, who is another great channel. That's Joe Brown. Almost drew a blank on his name. But I think a video I'm going to make soon, and leave a comment down below what you want to see as far as videos. There's a couple things I'm going to be talking about. I think we're going to be talking a lot more about borrowing against your crypto, which is the next big thing. And I'll talk about that. I'll be talking about Celsius and NEXO. That's going to be a big feature. I know we're going to be doing a lot of that with CryptoConfidential. We're talking about in general, but people need to understand the tenets of owning crypto. It is an asset, not a liability. It is not. It's so game changing to think about Bitcoin as an asset, crypto as an asset. In fact, you can go on a site like NEXO and borrow half of the value and never have to sell the underlying asset. Is monstrously important. So here's a couple examples just to give you some ideas. If you have, like, follow what the wealthy do, and then you will be much better off. So what the wealthy do is they borrow against assets, and they just make payments on those assets. And then when they need more money, they borrow from another asset, or they take some of that money that they got, currency, not money. They take some of that currency, the worthless fiat dollars, and buy another asset with it. And then when that asset appreciates, they borrow against that. That's how real estate investors become real estate moguls. That's how other investors wind up getting a lot of wealth. They buy things that appreciate in value. Just think the most common understanding that, and it's a tax benefit still, not as big as it used to be, but owning real estate. If you have a piece of real estate, not just your house, but an investment property, and that property is appreciating in value, you can borrow against it and then refinance it and borrow against it again. And those aren't taxable events. They are expenses, yes. You do have to pay for the cost of restarting that loan. There may be points, there's settlement costs and so on. Could be 1 to 5% of the cost of the loan. I mean, that's where they're making most of their money now through all these refinancing. They're not making it on the loan, they're making it on costs up front. But if you're, just say you could save $400 a month in payments and it costs you $8,000. In 20 months, it pays for itself. And now you've got extra capital to work with, and there's lots of benefits to borrowing, but it's not a taxable event to borrow against an asset. That was my point. So if you borrow against Bitcoin or Ethereum on NEXO, you're basically, as soon as you deposit any amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum over $100, they will give you an instant credit line of 50% of Ethereum or Bitcoin. They accept other coins, but it's not really worth doing it unless you really want to hold that coin, because the loan value is going to be higher with Bitcoin or Ethereum at 50%. Litecoin and XRP and Atom and a few others, more like 30%. So you're much better off going like on my website, like LitecoinLeader.com, scroll to the bottom, there's a simple swap button. click that and swap your Litecoin for Bitcoin and then deposit it on NEXO. That is one method to do it that can get right away. So just imagine, I'm just going to give a what if. What if you took $1,000 and you had $1,000 and bought Bitcoin, or you had $1,000 of Bitcoin? If you took that $1,000 of Bitcoin and put it on NEXO, they would give you a $500 credit line instantly, because you deposited an asset. We give that an extra value, and by the fact that you're basically loaning us the Bitcoin through the site. Now, they are a multi-sig wallet, so they can't actually sell your coins without your permission, because it's multi-signature. They're not authorized, but it is fully insured. So I understand that not your keys, not your coins, but if you're going to be your own bank, you need to figure, and you're going to have to trust someone to borrow against your Bitcoin. So if you want to borrow against your Bitcoin, you can certainly do that, and all you have to do is use a site like NEXO, and they give you instantly. I'm still working on this angle here. All right, we're gonna go with that for now. So, yeah, you borrow against your NEXO, you borrow against your Bitcoin. You deposit your Bitcoin, and they give you a credit line, right? And then eventually, at some point, you can cash back that in and pay off that loan if you want to. But if the dollar is dying, right, and you borrow, say, $100 against $1,000 of Bitcoin, okay, that's great. And eventually, that $100 is probably gonna be a postage stamp or a cup of coffee. So why would you worry about paying that off? And the other question I get a lot is, how do you pay off these? How do you make these payments? Well, you have a credit line. What they do is, let's just say you borrow $100, and it's going to be a quarter a day, 25 cents a day to borrow $100. That adds up to, let's see, it's about $90 for a year. That's way too high, but I'm going to say it's 25 cents. Way over extrapolate. It's probably on $100, you're probably looking at about $20 for the year at the most. More like 50. It's like oh boy, it's like $1 a month. Okay, so $1 a month. You're looking at 3 cents a day, maybe 4. So at the end of a month, what you'll have an extra deposit bonus, and also if you go to my website, and I'll put these links at the top again. Or make them more convenient. But if you go to my website, LitecoinLeader.com, and click on the corner where it says get40bucks.com, it will give you a 3.5-minute video of how to use Cash App and also how to use NEXO. That's my link. Just scan the QR code, just use the NEXO link, or use the NEXO button at the bottom of my website, and we both get $25 for free. Now, I don't need the $25. It's just a bonus to you and to me, but I always like to give people full disclosure. I'm not doing this for make $25. I want you guys to all learn how to be your own bank. So why not get $25 for free? So now you're getting $25 for free. You're getting $100. You're getting a 50% credit line. It's well worth the effort to go and do this. Of course, they're going to block the lane that I needed to be in. So this video's getting a little long, but we're going to talk about NEXO. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. The AMA is tonight on CryptoConfidential. That's 7:30 Eastern. Next week, I'll be doing one for my Patreons. And then the month is, February short. So we're probably going to be looking at, starting the whole cycle again with CryptoConfidential, and then a free one on YouTube, and then CryptoConfidential, and then back to Patreon. That'll be like the monthly schedule to do all these weekly AMAs and squeezing them all in. But lots of ways to get a hold of me, lots of ways to talk to me. I wish you the best on your crypto journey and adventure. But for now, I'm going to say, I'm running out of lane and I'm running out of time, but I'm going to close the door on the bureau and say follow the leader one more time, and I'll see you next time. Take care.